some women, when they survive, when they get out of a narcissistic relationship, they look depleted, like they were wandering around in the desert for 40 days and 40 nights.
Left foot up, right foot slide. Basically, I'm saying either way, we bout to slide. Can't let this one slide. Don't you wanna dance with me? No, I could dance like my...
Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Biba T. I am a certified makeup artist, and if you're seeing me for the first time, welcome to my channel. I'm glad that you're here. I share makeup videos, get ready with me's, and movie reviews. I talk a lot with my hands, as you can see, so make sure that you are prepared to see that in the videos, okay? I'm a little shy. I know that's very unusual. How can a shy person have a YouTube channel? But I do. And I love sharing beauty related content. I love sharing all the different kind of things that go with that, fashion, movie reviews, just commentary based on my opinions. And I love sharing on the internet. So if that's something that you want to see, definitely consider subscribing because I am here to stay. And today I am yapping about something that I want to share with you that's happened in my life. And what could that be? So you hear a lot of people use the buzzwords narcissist, narcissism, all of that stuff. But today we're going to be talking about life after surviving a narcissistic relationship. And I'm going to be doing my hair as I do so. So I have my talking points with me. Just make sure you grab a drink and grab a seat and watch how I style this beautiful wig from Nice Hair. Nice Hair has some really good wigs. So if you're looking for like a good wig company to use, Nice Hair is your girl. This is not sponsored. This is just my recommendation, okay? So let's get started. One thing I like to do is just work in sections. It makes it very much faster to do so. And I'm not a hairstylist. Honestly, let me just put that out there. I actually don't like doing hair. But I realized that I have to know at least something when it comes to hair, right? So I'm just styling my wig today, like I said, and I'm going to straighten it first, and then I'm going to curl it and leave it in the curls, and then do my makeup in my next video. So if you want to see my makeup look after this, definitely wait for part 2. Surviving a narcissistic relationship. Narcissism is definitely a buzzword, and I'm using this silk fusion. I love this stuff. It's great for silk presses. That's actually why I got it, but I just love it. I love it for my units. I love it for my hair. I love it for all that stuff. Surviving a narcissistic relationship. Narcissism has definitely been a buzzword lately. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, the person is such a narcissist. Oh, da, 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 da. There are a lot of people that do not know what they're talking about. And I've come to realize that a lot of people don't know what they're talking about, you know? But I'm going to give you the first thing. In first of all, identifying that you are with a narcissist is their sense of grandiose. Like they have such a larger than life feeling. Everything is about them. They lack empathy. Honestly, narcissism is something that you cannot really... It's hard to pinpoint at first unless you know the signs. So just knowing that this person makes everything about them, everything is larger than life. They have cycles. I don't think people talk about the cycles that narcissists have, to where, oh Lord, as I'm talking about this, I'm just having flashbacks. Okay. They have cycles where they're loving you 1 minute and then it's conflict. Like it just, oh Lord, it's a roller coaster. So you understanding that is just I want you guys to know what you're looking at when you're looking at a narcissist. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a therapist. I'm just somebody that survived, okay? And I say survived for a reason, because I survived a narcissistic parent, and then I also survived a narcissistic relationship. And people that survive narcissistic parents typically go on to date have narcissistic partners, because that's what they're used to, you know? So, oh God, I just messed up this hair. See, this is why I said when I say I'm not a hairdresser, I'm not a hair person. I'm not. So bear with me, I beg. I don't know what I'm doing. I do not know what I'm doing. All right, so I'm just gonna section these first, I think. I'm gonna clip it. That's why I have a lot of clips. Clips help me. They help me pinpoint where I am. So, boom. So, yeah. So, identifying where you are in your journey with a narcissist, also, you could be so far gone, you do not even know which way is left or which way is right. That's how they have you feeling sometimes. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, first step in healing from a narcissistic relationship will be to prioritize and set boundaries. Very, very important. You have to set boundaries with a narcissist, because they will want to enter your life again. Trust me. They will try their best to get back in, because you're their supply. And narcissists usually go after empaths. That's how you know, like, you are their food. Literally, they're feeding off of your energy. That's why you see some women, when they survive, when they get out of a narcissistic relationship, they look depleted, like they were wandering around in the desert for 40 days and 40 nights. That's how they look. It's crazy, honestly. It's actually really crazy, because that's how they feed. That's how narcissists feed. They need somebody to constantly praise them. They need someone to constantly adore them. And it's a beautiful thing if you and the person are doing it to each other, like you're in a relationship with somebody. So even if it's not a sexual relationship, just a relationship regardless, you're in a relationship with someone, and you feed off of each other. It's symbiotic. Narcissistic relationships are usually parasitic. Like, I did this for you, and so I need this. You need to do this for me. They always want to guilt trip you into stuff. So setting boundaries really helps with these things, because it allows you to take a breather for yourself. The relationship that I survived, like I said, was 3 years ago, and I feel like I'm just now getting my footing. Shoo, child. I feel like I'm just now getting myself together, right? Like, now I know things better. It took me a while. It actually did take me a while. Just also understand that the chemistry of your brain will never be the same. So do not expect that version of yourself that you were before to come back. That person is dead. I'm sorry to break it to you. That person is dead. That person is gone. There's a better version of you now, because you have more experience and you have more knowledge. So I want you guys to mourn that person in however which way you can, but also realize that now you're better. Why do you want to be that person? That person was taken advantage of. Do you get what I mean? Like, that person was naive. That person was gullible. That person was was preyed upon, essentially. I want you guys to also realize that you are better off You are actually better off. So, setting those boundaries, because they will try to come back. Then all of a sudden, let's say you were asking for the basics in your relationship, which you should never do, by the way. But you were asking for the basics in your relationship. Now, all of a sudden, when you're like, I'm ready to walk away, they start doing all those things that you asked. So they were listening this whole time. They knew they know exactly what they're doing. I want you guys to know this. They know exactly what they're doing at every step, every level. It's not the best thing to do is not to make excuses for them. The best thing to do would just be to realize that most of it is intentional, especially when you see that you start to pull back and then they don't have their supply again, so they start to pull you back in by doing all the things that you wanted in the first place. Yeah, they're definitely going to try and come back. So keep that in mind, okay? We got this. Set strict boundaries and prioritize yourself. That's number 5. We're going to be counting down. Number 5. Number 4 is reclaim your identity. Listen, like I said earlier, the chemistry of your brain will not be the same, right? Because you just had a very traumatic experience, and most of the time you were gaslit. Like, I remember I had to question my reality a lot of times. I was like, am I tripping? Did I not just see that? Like, I know that's not normal. You kind of feel like you're crazy because you're like, this is not how it's done. Do you get what I mean? You just like, am I mad? No, it shouldn't be like that. Do you understand? So you're just confused most of the time, and you kind of lose yourself in that. You start to question yourself, and that's where a lot of women, especially men also, because there are female narcissists and there are male narcissists as well. But that's where women really struggle, I've realized, is just finding their identity afterwards. They're lost. And for a long time I was too. Oh wow. That's straight. Should I keep it straight? I don't know. Let's see. Cause I'm lazy. I hate doing hair, guys. But I realized that I need to do my hair so it looks cute. Can't be going to the hair shop all the time. So hairdressers, please get in the comments. Give me some tips. I'm a makeup girly. I don't do hair. But let me know. Let me know if I'm doing it right, because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. I just saw this and I said, let me try it. Let me try it. So yeah, that would be number 4. Number 4 would be reclaim your identity. Make sure to reclaim your identity. Know who you are as a person, what your values are, what you stand for, what are your truths, what are the truths. Because like I said earlier, they've gaslit you so much that you start to question your reality. You start to question yourself. You start to question everything about you. It shouldn't be the case. There's no relationship that is worth having that makes you feel like that, right? There shouldn't be any relationship that makes you feel crazy. There shouldn't be any relationship that makes you feel like you need to record the conversation because they're going to twist it. And that's something I used to do a lot, because I'm like, I know you said this. You actually said this, and now you're twisting it. Like, I did not imagine that. And the person would just go on, be like, oh, God, PTSD is real. The person will just go on, making you feel like that didn't actually happen. So you're gonna have to, you feel like in yourself you need evidence. You need evidence. You need some kind of proof. You need something to say, like, I'm not crazy. I know this happened. Did you get? I remember one time, like, it was such a long conversation. It went on into the night, and I was just so tired. I was just so exhausted. That's another thing. You feel so exhausted, so drained, so tired that you just give in because you just want peace. You literally just want peace. I don't know where this saying came from that men just want peace. Women want peace too. Okay? Women, we want peace too. All right? Some men are very problematic. Let's talk about it. They're very troublesome. They're very problematic. They don't want to just chill out. They want drama. Yo. Girls, ladies, please. Let us be so for real about this. They want drama. And I cannot stand guys like that. So now I know better, so I do better. If I see it, bye-bye. Bye. Bye. If I see it, I'm just like, I don't think we should go together. Do you get what I mean? Like, I don't think this will work. It's what I'll literally say to you. I'm like, I don't think this will work. Now, I have on a full frontal unit, so I don't know if you guys, should I take it off? I think I'll take it off in the next video and then touch up the front lace. But I usually just lay my lace like this, and then I put the band down so it stays in place while I do my hair, and then I take it off, and then I touch up my front lace. Like I said, this is what worked for me. I don't know how you guys do it. I'm open to tips, suggestions, anything to make my life easier, make this process flow a lot better. All right? This is the iron that I use. This is the Trellix iron. It is from Amazon. It's a really good iron. I've had it for years. It has multiple settings, and it does the job pretty good. I mean, as you can see, I'm just going to take that and flatten it. So at this stage, this is where I would like to make sure that every hair is perfectly laid in place, beautiful. And then I can go back in with my curling wand, and then I can put in my curls. I don't know how to use a flat iron to curl. Sometimes I get it right, sometimes I get it wrong. But I'm using the curling wand. This is the Remington curling wand. And I think this is the 1/4-inch barrel. I'm not sure. I've had this for years. I definitely need to upgrade. I've had this for 15 years now. Wow. I've had this for a very long time. Very long time. So yeah, this works. So again, I will be sectioning my hair. And this time around, I'm going to be putting pins to hold it in place, like hair clips. I'll show you what I mean. It's still heating up, so I have it at 410. That's where I'm trying to get it to. And then we're going to touch on the next point. So my next point, which is number 3, would be rebuilding your self-worth. I know now you had to rebuild your identity. Now I want you to focus and rebuild your self-worth, because now with all the questions that you've had about yourself, you're like, why would this even happen to me? Did you get? Why would this even happen to me? Why did I go through this? You start questioning a lot of things about yourself, and then you start to internalize. I want you, as men and women, to think about it carefully. Life is life. Life happens. Shit happens, right? So while you're rebuilding your self-worth, you're going to have a lot of doubts along the line. You're going to feel like you're crazy. How could this have happened to you? How could you have let this happen? How could you have let this happen? Where did you go wrong? What were the signs that you missed? And listen, take it all in. Take all of it in, because sometimes, yeah, you did miss some signs. You definitely did. Ah. Okay, let's try this again. Hey. Aha. Struggle is real. Oh man. It's just supposed to be fun. It's not too serious, guys. Hey, yeah. It's not like I'm going somewhere serious. I just want curls in my hair because I have content to film today. I don't know if I'm. Hopefully, the next one I do will be better. Let's try the next one. The barrel is too small. I need a bigger inch barrel. Yay! It's better than the first one. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let's do the first one over. Like, I'm just gonna hold it. Beautiful. Okay, so this is what the girls be enjoying. All right. See, you live and you learn. Hair and makeup is supposed to be fun. Fun stuff. It's not the end of the world. All right. So now you've realized that you're working on your self-worth. Hold on. You're working on your self-worth, and now you are taking it more seriously because you're prioritizing yourself. So in this phase, I want you guys to just, do things that make you happy. Start to rediscover who you are now. What do you like? What do you love? What don't you like? What don't you love? Figure it out for yourself. Take the time for yourself. I wouldn't suggest getting into a relationship. I mean, people don't want to be lonely. I get that. But getting into a relationship at that point is not the best idea, right? Because you have to actually now spend time with yourself to realize who you are now, because it's going to be a whole new self-discovery. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. So now it's going to be a whole new self-discovery. You're going to have to learn about you, figure out what works for you now. You're a new person. You're a new person. It's kind of like a rebirth. And stand in that. Stand in it. Stand in it. Don't beat yourself up. That was something I did a lot. I beat myself up so bad. I was like, that could have been my chance to leave. That could have been my chance to leave. Listen, you don't know what you don't know, okay? You don't know what you don't know. So yeah, there's no point in beating yourself up about it, because, you learn your lessons and then you move on and then you become a better person because of that. So now that you know who you are, so you've gone through the work and you've realized what you like, what you don't like, you also need to know what you like and don't like in a partner, or just in any kind of friendship, relationship, because there are narcissistic friendships. Woo! That's a video for another day. There are narcissistic friendships. And if that's something you want to see, let me know, because I could definitely talk about that too. But narcissistic friendships, you don't even know that you're in them. You're looking for signs? Good luck. Oh, Lord. I done seen some shit. But yeah, there are narcissistic friendships as well. Um, but we are talking about relationships in this matter, romantic ones. And just, even parent child relationships, they are narcissistic. Parent child relationships. It's really bad, actually. It will. Jeez. See, you always have that stubborn one. That stubborn one that's just like, no, no. I'm just gonna wrap it up. I don't care. But number two would be seek trauma informed help. And what do I mean by that? Because now you have PTSD more than likely. So things, it's a traumatic experience. Let's not lie. Like being lied to, being gaslit, it's very traumatic. Can I get it right? It's a very traumatic experience. But just knowing like what your triggers are, what sets you off, and that's why I was emphasizing recognizing your new identity and focusing on your self-worth, because those things will help you in the long run, to realize who you are as a person now. So, seeking help that is trauma based. So, therapy will help with that. And if you're getting a therapist, also get a therapist that focuses on trauma healing. Trauma healing and sorry, I kind of got distracted. Trauma healing, they focus on how to help you recognize your triggers. Like they're based in PTSD type of help and recognizing what makes you tick and what you should look out for in the future, and how to how to what's the word how to cope is very important. Knowing how to cope with PTSD related trauma is very important. You will also come to realize that you just have a roller coaster of emotions, and how do you navigate through that. So that's one thing that trauma based therapy and healing can do for you, is just making you realize what works and what doesn't work. A lot of people have a lot of trauma that they don't even realize. They do not even realize the amount of trauma they have in their body. And the body does not forget. The body holds stuff. So you want to make sure like you're finding ways to release that. You don't want that held up in your body, because it becomes like a sewage, toxic. It becomes very toxic. And before you know it, you realize that if care is not taken, you're doing those same things that were done to you, to other people. You know how they say hurt people hurt people? Yeah. Now you're doing that same thing to other people, and you do not even realize that that is your reality. You've become the thing that you hate the most. So I always advise seek help. Seek help. If you can get somebody to help you navigate through the emotions that you're going through, great. Just have that person or counsel or therapist, whomever can help you navigate those feelings. It's actually not easy. Yeah, it's actually not easy. It's not. Now, I want you guys to give yourself grace and give yourself time. Don't listen to the internet. I mean, I know I'm on the internet, duh. But don't listen to all these clips, all these bites that tell you, they're not really solution based. Don't listen to non-solution based information. Don't listen to things that will not help you be better. I don't know if I'm doing this thing well. Well, Hairstylist, you people are trying. Oh my god. I cannot do hair. Mm-mm. Professionally, even personally, I hate it. I just hate it. Yeah. When I blow and I make mad money, I will have a hairstylist on retainer because hell to the no. Oh hell no. To the no no no. Actually, I want it to flip like this. So what I'm gonna do is flip it this way. Boom. Because I want this part to frame my face. So yeah, finding PTSD trauma based help will really, really help you in this game of surviving a narcissist and healing after a narcissist. Um, that will definitely help you in the long run. Oh, I kind of like how I did that. Kind of like that. I think what I'm realizing is my mistake is not pinning it from the bottom. Because if you pin it from the bottom, it stays better. That's what I'm realizing. So this is I'm kind of going for a bridal inspired look. It's bridal season and some people do their hair and makeup by themselves. Kudos to them. I will not be doing that on my big day. Please get me all the help I need. But if you want to do that, this is one way you could do it. Just make sure that when you're pinning the curls, you're pinning it from the bottom inside. And it pretty is easy. It is simple enough to do. You just have to know what you're doing. It took me a few tries to finally understand that that's how it stays. Note, the number one thing to do if you're trying to heal from a narcissistic relationship would be to rebuild trust in yourself. Very important. There is no relationship without trust, and the relationship with self is the most important. So you're going to have to trust yourself again. I know you're probably asking yourself, how could I? What did I miss? What didn't I see? What was it about this person that I was just so drawn to? I just like a moth to a flame. Realize that narcissists pick their praise. Let's be real, they do. Narcissists pick their praise and they know who to go after and they know who they can get away with what with. So that was a tongue twister, but let me say that again. They know who they can get away with what. So they know who to try, who to not try with. And you're just gonna have to know how to set boundaries and stick to your boundaries and trust yourself again. Like, you have those boundaries for a reason. It's to protect you. It's to protect you. It's to keep you safe so that it doesn't happen again. Okay, got it. Yay, I got it. Yay, I'm so proud of myself. Oh, Jesus. I'm so proud of myself. This thing, it was a lot of work, but I did it. So yeah, you're just gonna have to trust yourself again. You're just gonna have to give yourself grace. You're just gonna have to realize that, it is what it is. It wasn't your fault per se. There's signs that you missed, but the kind of person that you are, your person at the deepest core of you, your nature, your human nature, it's not something to be mad about. Yes, now you're going to have to make some tweaks. You're going to have to make some adjustments because, you have certain experiences that are now shaping you. And that's one thing about life. Experiences shape you. Experiences shape you to be who you are. Ow. Oh my God, it's done. Whoo! cha. So this is the final look. And well, the final look will be my part 2 where I do my makeup as well. My bridal inspired makeup for all the brides to be. I'm so proud of you guys. Congratulations. This is your season and I want you guys to glow. So if you're doing it yourself or you're having it professionally done, I just want to give you some inspiration, something to look at, something to just, take a guess and see, do you like this? Is this something that you want on your big day or not? You can find it elsewhere. Pinterest is a great source. This is how the hair turned out. And I will be taking down the curls in the next video, so make sure to check that out. That will be dropping shortly after this one. Just give it about a few days or a week. Give it a few days. And I will have that for you on this channel. Now, finalizing what I'm saying about healing from a narcissistic relationship. Forgive yourself. Biggest thing. Forgive yourself. That's the only way you could trust yourself again. We went over the 5 main talking points, which were number 5, prioritizing and setting boundaries. Very important because that person is going to try and enter your life again. Number 4, reclaiming your identity. You've been gaslit so much, you do not know which way is up. So make sure that you reclaim your identity and start to know your truths and the truths. Rebuilding your self-worth. Expect a roller coaster of emotions. You have to work on yourself. That is the only way to conquer. Conquer what you've been through and realize that it's not 100% your fault. Okay? Know your triggers and know what works for you. Speaking of triggers, number 2 would be seek trauma. Seek trauma-informed support. Seek trauma-informed therapy. PTSD is real and your emotions are all over the place, but you can definitely come back once you realize what you're working towards. And number 1, like I said earlier, rebuild trust in yourself. That is the most important. That's the key. There is no relationship without trust. There is no relationship without trust. And knowing yourself enough to know that this is what you have experienced and you forgive yourself for it. Okay? So again, these are my ways in which I healed. I'm just sharing it with you. I'm not an expert. I'm not a what's the word? I'm not an expert and I'm not a professional. I just have experience and that's what I'm sharing. So make sure you do your own research for yourself. And if you have any more pointers for hair, because I struggled with this hair, and for surviving a narcissistic relationship and healing after, let me know in the comment section because this is a huge topic that I want us to address. A lot of people are healing from this. I want us to know what to look out for. All right. So if you enjoyed this video, give this a thumbs up and stay tuned to my next video that is going to be popping up on the information card pretty soon about the second look for the wedding inspired hair and makeup. I'll see you guys in my next one. My name is Biba. Peace out. Bye.